Hi, hello guys. This is Vijay, chemistry lecturer from Alibaba Junior College. As you know that we have started our NEET series. Based on that, we are discussing about NEET chemistry and NEET biology, each and every chapter in detail along with the practicing numericals. Okay. So in that category today we are going to discuss about unit 2 atomic structure, few practicing numericals. Let's start. Now look at this next question guys. The diameter of zinc atom is 2.6 Armstrong. Calculate the radius of zinc atom in picometer and the number of atoms present in the length of 1.6 centimeter if the zinc atoms are arranged side by side lengthwise. Okay, so let us see how to solve this problem. So before that, let us write whatever given in the question. Diameter of the zinc atom that is given. So diameter that is equal to 2.6 Armstrong. So diameter is given. Then number of atoms present in the length of 1.6 centimeter if the zinc atoms are arranged side by side lengthwise. So length is given, that is 1.6 centimeter. Now let us see how to solve this problem. Okay. So first, diameter of the zinc atom that is equal to given in Armstrong to be converted into meter. Okay, so 2.6 Armstrong mein that should be converted into meter, that is 2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. Armstrong is 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. In case nanometer, that is 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Now radius equal to, let us see, this is diameter, so let us find the radius. Radius is nothing but diameter divided by 2, that is 2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter by 2. We get the radius. Okay, so radius is equal to 1.3 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter, that is what radius is, half of the diameter. And this could be written even 130 into 10 to the power of minus 12 meter. Yes, just converting its decimal value to whole number. So 130 into 10 to the power of minus 12 meter. That could be considered to be picometer as well. Yes, so it is given in meter, converted into picometer, that is 130 picometer. 10 to the power of minus 12, that is nothing but picometer. So this is what diameter of the zinc atom. So we know diameter of the zinc atom and we know the radius of the zinc atom. So we have the value for this radius. Now let us see number of zinc atoms present on 1.6 centimeter length. So number of zinc present in 1.6 meter, 1.6 centimeter given in question length, that is equal to, okay, that is equal to 1.6 by number of zinc present in 1.6 centimeter length, that is nothing but 1.6 divided by 2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 into 10 to the power of 2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 into 10 to the power of 2. Simplifying this, we get 6.154 into 10 to the power of 7. So this is what actually number of zinc present in 1.6 centimeter length. So by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. Look at this next question guys. A certain particle that could carry 2.5 into 10 to the power of 16 coulomb of static electric charge. Calculate the number of electrons present in it. Okay, electric charge value given in the question. Let us see how to solve this problem. 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 16 coulomb given in the question. Now let us see how to solve this problem. Charge of the electron. Charge of one electron. So charge of one electron, that is what? 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. That is what? Charge of the electron. Now number of electrons present, let us see. Number of electrons that is equal to number of electrons, that is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 16 coulomb by charge of the electron given, yes, that is 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Simplifying this, we get 1.56 into 10 to the power of 3, okay, 10 to the power of minus 19, 10 to the power of minus 16, subtracting, so 10 to the power of 3, we get the value. So by this way we can calculate the number of electrons present in the given. Now let us go for the next question. Look at this next question, guys. In Millikan's experiment, static electric charge on the oil drops has been obtained by shining of X-rays. If the static electric charge on the oil drop is minus 1.282 into 10 to the power of minus 18 coulomb, that is nothing but charge. Calculate the number of electrons present in it. So number of electrons that is equal to given the value divided by charge of the electron, that is minus 1.282 into 10 to the power of minus 18 coulomb divided by charge of the electron, that is minus 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Okay, so simplifying this, coulomb and coulomb charge cancelled, 10 to the power of minus 19, 10 to the power of minus 18, subtracting this we get 1, that is simplifying this we get the answer 8. So number of electrons present in it is 8. So by this way we can solve this problem. Let us see the next question, that is calculate the energy required for the process. Here an equation given, helium in the gaseous state, which gives helium 2 plus electron, okay. So here the ionization energy for the hydrogen atom in the ground state, that is given 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule per atom. Let us see how to solve this problem. So for hydrogen like species energy, for hydrogen like species En energy, that is we are going to follow a small formula, that is, so for hydrogen like species energy we are going to follow the formula, that is minus 2 pi square m z square to the power of electron to the power of 4 divided by n square into h square. For hydrogen atom energy, that is En minus E1, okay, so that is nothing but En minus E1, that is equal to 0, okay, minus 2 pi square m electron to the power of 4 divided by 1 n value, that is called 1 into h square. Simplifying this, 2 pi square m electron to the power of 4 by h square, 1 into h square, that is h square, okay. So simplifying this we get the answer, that is 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule atom. So that is given in the question. Now 4 into 2 pi square m electron to the power of 4 divided by h square. So simplifying this value, this entire value, that is equal to given in the question, that is 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule, that is nothing but 4 into 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule per atom, 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule. So multiplying this we get 8.72 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule. So by this way we can solve this problem. Now look at this next question, guys. If the diameter of a carbon atom, that is 0.15 nanometer, calculate the number of carbon atoms which can be placed side by side in a straight line across length of scale of length 20 centimeter long, okay. So let us see how to solve this question. A carbon atom that covers the length, a carbon atom that covers the length, that is equal to diameter of the atom, that is diameter of atom, that is 0.15 nanometer. That is given in the question. So 0.15 nanometer, convert it into nanometer, convert it into centimeter. Okay, so 0.15 nanometer to be converted as 0.15 into 10 to the power of minus 9 into 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. See, 0.15 nanometer, we are going to convert it into centimeter. 0.15 into 10 to the power of minus 9, that is considered to be meter, into 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. So converted into centimeter. Therefore, number of carbon atoms which can be placed on 20 centimeter length, number of carbon atoms to be placed on 20 centimeter length, that is 20 by, given in the question, 20 by, converted, we have converted the length of the nanometer into centimeter, so that value 0.15 into 10 to the power of minus 9 into 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. Simplifying this, we get 1.33 into 10 to the power of 9. So see, 1.33 into 10 to the power of 9, this is what the number of carbon atoms. Okay, so number of carbon atoms that can be placed. So by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. Okay, now look at this next question, guys. An atomic orbital has n is equal to 3. What are the possible values of L and ml? List the quantum numbers ml and L of electrons for 3d orbital, and which of the following orbitals are possible: 1p, 2s, 2p and 3f. So let us see how to solve this problem. This question is based on quantum numbers. Okay, so let us see how to solve this problem. Let us see the first question. Okay, according to this question, you see the value for n. So n, that is given as 3. Value for n, that is given as 3. That means L is equal to 0 and ml value. See, n is nothing but principal quantum number, L azimuthal quantum number or angular quantum number. Okay, and we should write the ml value as well. Okay, right. So for n value, that is n is equal to 3, that is nothing but L is equal to 0, 1, 2. That is the value for L. Now when L is 0, when L is equal to 0, that is nothing but ml value, that is equal to 0. Okay, if L is equal to 1, that is nothing but, if L value that is equal to 1, that is nothing but ml value, that is 0 plus 1 or minus 1. That is the value for ml if the value of L is equal to 1. In case L is equal to 2, then ml value, that is equal to magnetic quantum number value 0 plus 1 plus 2 minus 1 minus 2. Okay, so these are the possibilities. For n is equal to 3 and L is equal to 0, 1, 2 and ml values. Ml values are possibilities like 0, 0 plus 1 minus 1, 0 plus 1 plus 2 minus 1 minus 2. Okay, now let us go for the next question. Yes, next question from the same question, question number 2 in the same question. Okay, so the second question is about the L value for 3d orbital. Okay, so question number 2, that is n is equal to 3, n value, that means L is equal to 2. N is equal to 3, L is equal to 2. For L is equal to 2, then ml value will be what? ml value is nothing but magnetic quantum number. So magnetic quantum number value ml is equal to L value 2, 0 plus 1 plus 2 minus 1 minus 2. That is what ml value. Okay. Now question number 3, what are possible orbital? Okay, what are the possible orbital? That is 2s and 2p. These both are the possible orbital. Okay, so by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. Okay, now look at this next question, guys. The electron energy in hydrogen atom is given by energy En is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 by n square joule. Calculate the energy required to remove an electron completely from n is equal to 2 value, that n is equal to second orbit. So what is the longest wavelength of light in centimeter that can be used to cause this transition? So let us see how to solve this problem. Delta E. So delta E is equal to E infinity minus E2 second orbit, that is nothing but 0 minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule per atom divided by 2 square. Okay, so this simplifying these 2 squares are 4, so simplifying this we get 5.45 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule per atom. Now change in energy delta E, that is equal to hc by lambda. So this could be written as, so lambda is equal to hc by delta E. Okay, so exchanging the values from left side to the right side. Now let us find the value for this lambda. Lambda is equal to hc by change in energy. Okay, so hc, that is nothing but Planck's constant and speed of the light. So Planck's constant, that is 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules into c stands for speed of the light, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second divided by delta E. We have got the value for delta E here, that is 5.45 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule per atom. So simplifying this we get 3.647 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meter. Yes, we get the answer. This we should convert it into centimeter. So that is nothing but 3.647, 2 digits we are moving away, that is 10 to the power of minus 5 centimeter. So by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. Calculate the wave number for the longest wavelength transition in the Palmer series of atomic hydrogen. Let us see how to solve this problem. Okay, so wave number, let us find the wave number. So V bar is equal to R into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. Okay, so for Palmer series, so for Palmer series, N1 value, N1 is equal to 2, start from 2, and for the longest wavelength, wave number should be minimum, so that N2 value, that is 3. Okay, now applying this value, let us find the answer. Okay, so here wave number is equal to R value is nothing but Redenberg constant. So Redenberg constant, that is 1.097 into 10 to the power of 7 meter per 1. No, that is Redenberg constant into 1 by N1 value, that is 2, so 2 square minus N2 value, that is 3, so 1 by 3 square. Okay, so simplifying this we get answer 1.097 into 10 to the power of 7 meter per 1 into 5 by 36. Okay, so simplifying this we get 1.523 into 10 to the power of 6 per meter. Okay, so by this way we can solve this problem. So far guys, we have discussed few practice numericals from unit 2 atomic structure in detail, and this particular unit we will continue with one more video. Until then, thank you guys.